I'm expecting company, so I am doing another cleanup. I'm gonna clean all my cupboards on the outside again because they're kind of dusty, and then I'm gonna vacuum and dust. And I think I'm gonna make some kind of special treat. I'm thinking about brownies. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna make, but I want to have things ready so that when my company comes, these visitors will feel welcome. And actually, we're doing it. It's called small group. And we're going to be studying the Bible passage, having some fun times together, and then eating at the table. So I want things to look good. I'm back to scrubbing the cupboards. I only do this maybe once every other month, and because they're dark, they really show the dust on these ledges here. So I thought, people are coming, I want it to look nice. This is a good reason to get right to it and make it look good. The main kitchen cupboards are done, but now I'm going to do the island, and I rarely do the island, and now you can see how much dust likes to come and settle at my house. It's almost white with dust. It just isn't, I don't know why it goes here worse, but it's a bit annoying. But it looks good when I'm done. I learned a long time ago that you should dust first and then vacuum. And I can see I'm pushing all the dust to the ground, and I should vacuum it. So we'll get to that in a minute. There, that looks a lot better. Another thing I don't do that often is my chairs, but it's good. This is a kind of a lemon juice oil kind of stuff. So it hydrates the oil, or the wood. And I always get dust in between the spokes, so it's not something I do very often. Oops, here, put it back here. But this time I thought, I'm gonna do it.
Pardon?
So I'm going to do all these spokes here. And probably, I think I do this about twice a year. This will be my summertime, and I won't do it again probably till the winter. It's too tedious of a job. But the spokes at the bottom need to be done on the chair as well too. Dust accumulates everywhere. So I'm going to do all around the table here. Finishing up with this chair, and then I'm going to be very thorough and do the baseboards too. All the way up the side of the window. And the ledge at the top. I noticed the garbage can isn't looking so good, and I haven't done that in a while, so that's going to be my next cleaning activity. Well, that finishes that job. But I noticed I forgot something. Vacuuming, I noticed I hadn't done the stove that much. It's got some chips, so it's not all spots here. But down here, the handle, that had a lot of dust on it. So, maybe pull this bottom tray out. There. Well, my guests are here. I figure we're going to be in the living room, because that's where we'll have our discussion time. And then behind the living room, what you just saw is my dining room and kitchen area, so that's where we'll have our snacks and the washroom. So those are the 3 rooms I want to make sure are done today. Tomorrow I can finish the rest of the house, but those are the ones I think they'll be in. I want them to look nice. So now I'm going to start in this room. So I'm going to be dusting it, pulling out the furniture, vacuuming it, put everything back. This is a little easier room, so it shouldn't take me quite as long. Tidying up and putting things away seems to be the biggest part of it all. I pulled the couch out. I'm going to do its baseboards. I've already done around the window there, or the picture there, and then I'm going to vacuum the floor, and I have a different vacuum head for the carpet. And then I'm almost finished. The last thing I have over here are these china cabinets. I want to dust on the outside. I should do something with the inside, but I'm just going to let it go today. This is enough work for today. I'm going to go through all of that too, just wipe it down like I did the kitchen cupboards. I've decided to make a rhubarb crisp as our treat that I'm going to contribute. The others always bring something too. So I went to my garden. So here is my rhubarb. I'm just pulling it out. So try to get it, this one I didn't get, I broke it off. I like to get it when it has this kind of end on it, like this right into the root. And then I'm going to cut off the leaves. I'm going to leave the leaves here. I'll just put it over top of the weeds, and then I'm going to bring it in the house. Here you can see them. They're washed, and they have this end on them, and that's the part I don't want. But I do like the red part, because it does color it really nice, rather than kind of a green. They're stringy. I don't care about that. And I want to make sure they're clean. The pioneers called it a pie plant. I don't know if they were as familiar with it from Europe or not, but when they came here, then they started to use it as a pie plant. And of course, they have to put a lot of sugar in the pie, and I've made pies with it too. We find it very tasty. I don't use the leaves at all. That's said to be poisonous, so I never bother with the leaves. But this is my cutting method. I want to have it in small pieces, and then I will cook it, and it will go real mushy and soft, and then I will sweeten it up. But this particular one I'm going to do a little differently. I want to add a can of, I'm going to work hard to cut it, a can of mandarin oranges. This should do for this. Here's my can of oranges, and I'm going to open that up. I'm going to drain the liquid into here. It's sweetened. It has 25 grams of sugar in it. Well, that's not enough sugar maybe, but it was a start. And then I'm going to cook this on the stove. Here it is cooking on the stove. I might just add some more sugar, some more liquid to it. And I'll let that go. While I'm waiting for the rhubarb to come to a boil, I thought I may as well finish the crisp part. It's kind of like an oatmeal cookie part on the top. And this is my recipe, rhubarb mandarin crisp. But I only want to put it in a small pan. I don't want a great big pan of this whole crisp, because it says it's for a 9 by 13, and that's more than I want to have here. But I think I'll still use the amount of flour and oats that it has. So I have to get some sugar, some oatmeal, and some flour. Here's my oatmeal. So it says 1 cup. And this is quick oats. There's choices. And this is called the quick one. I know that it's the one in the red. It's got red around it. And flour, it says 1/2 cup of flour. Wow, I got a cup in here, so I'll use half of this. I'm pretty easy about this. A little bit more, a little bit less isn't going to hurt. And some sugar. It says to put in brown sugar, but I'm going to use this white stuff. So put some of that in. And I never bother with salt. It's only like 1/2 teaspoon. Then I'm going to also put in the butter. With 1/2 cup. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to take a very, hopefully, educated guess. If it was a whole pound from here to here, this would be 1/2 cup. And being that the top is off, I think I'm going to put about this much in. Too much butter is always a little better than not enough. I think this will be plenty. So I'm just going to stir. So see, it's getting soft and mushy. I don't need it totally mushy this time because it'll also go like that in the oven. And this is my little bottle. It says tapioca starch. I think you could use cornstarch too, but the recipe called for tapioca pearls, and I don't have them with the tapioca, but I'll use this. So put it in the water to dissolve it. I want it kind of thick. I'm going to pour it in. It's very mushy. That's the thing about rhubarb. And rhubarb's taste is just sour. It's not a very strong taste other than sour. So whatever you add into it, ooh, this is going to be very thick. That's good. I don't mind. I'm stirring it. And then I'm going to add in the rest of all of the oranges. It tastes really good with lots of fruit. Many people use it with strawberries. I've done it with pineapple, cherries. I really like it with cherries. And I think I like it with this too. All right. Let me taste how sour it is, and then how much sugar I should add. I think I better add more. This is definitely not sweet at all. Put a big bit in. Now, it depends on how sweet you like it. Some people can't stand it if it's even a little bit sour. Let me try this now. Okay, oh, that's pretty good. It's not overly sweet. I don't like biting into something that just tastes like pure sugar. Okay, I'm going to shut this off. Then I'm going to go back to my crumbs. So I want the butter to be mixed all in, to be kind of like little balls of butter and flour and oatmeal. That's okay there. Probably could be a little bit better, but that's right. I'm going to turn on the oven, and then I'm going to get my cake pan. This one is, the size of this one is a 9 by 9. The original recipe called for a 9 by 13, which is this size. So this is just about 2/3 smaller. But if I do this, I'll have so much. And there's only the 3 of us here if there's any left over. So I think this will do. So I'm going to take the rhubarb. It's considered stewed. I'm going to put it in. Ooh, there's a lot. Maybe I didn't need quite this much in. Oh well. This will do. And then I'm going to put the cookie part on top. Put the small crumbles. And then we'll put the And spread it out. Lots of butter. Butter always makes things better. Then I want to kind of spread it out evenly so everything is covered. And then pat it down a bit. There. See how that goes. Then I'm going to put it in the oven. Now I have the less glamorous part of baking and cooking and having fun food, and that is the cleanup to do. Here's all my rhubarb ends. Just going to throw them in the compost pail here. I want to get rid of this paper too if I can. There. I'll wash this and put this in recycling. I also made my supper. Tonight we're going to have like a quiche, a potato pie with eggs and cheese, because when the oven is on, it can actually bake more things without really affecting how much power it uses. So I learned long ago that that was a wise way of handling your energy costs, is when the oven is going, put lots of things in. So I don't know, but you can only put so many things in. So I actually have supper in there as well as this rhubarb crisp. They'll be done at different times. I had thought about doing granola bars too, but I don't want to bother. I'll sprinkle some Comet. And I'll rinse the powdered stuff out. Put things away. And this job's done. As I got to thinking about what I would like to do to make this place look really nice and just make me feel proud of myself, I saw this vase and I thought, I should go outside and get some flowers. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm looking around my flower bed to see what I've got. So I've got some of these alliums. I might get some of them. The black tulips, I don't know. They're pretty well done. They look a bit rough. And then more alliums. Ooh, this is a pretty tulip, but it also looks kind of rough. See those pretty little frills around the edges? Oh, look at here. I think I want some of these. I can smell them. They smell beautiful. I'll get some of them and some alliums. I think that will look good. Do you see these? Do you know what they are? These are lilacs. I have some right at the end of the road. Got purple ones here. Purple ones here. Thinking I should take some of these in too. I have this bush here is just a new bush and it has just a few white ones. But this is a very hardy bush. So I'm going to take some from them. I heard my timer going, so I'm going to get my gloves out. Keep my hands. Oh, there it goes. See what we got going here. Well, this looks pretty good. I'll have to let it cool down. Maybe I should get some ice cream. I think this, oh, I forgot to shut this off. There you go, we don't need you anymore. Now, I am going to work with, so I've got these lilacs, lily of the valleys, bunch of them. I took some of the leaves too. I think they look pretty with that. And actually I have one columbine. I don't actually like the color. It's kind of a pasty color, but that probably would look okay. I have this little blue one, and I think lily of the valleys look really pretty in it. So we put some water in it. There we go. And then, let's see how many of these we can put in. I'll put the flowers in first, and then I'll put the odd greenery in just to add a little drama. They really smell pretty. One down the center. This is for a little greenery. Come on, guys. Give this little fella. There. Looks really pretty. And then I guess I can cut the stem a bit. I'll take some of the leaves off. One. Well, the alliums are pretty good. I tried to make them about the same height. Now, I'm not an expert flower arranger. I'm going to put these, I think I'll put the little one on the table and I'll leave this on the island. I'm going to clean this up because the goal is to have a very clean kitchen. There, there's one, and here's the other. I'm very satisfied with that. Just so that I'm ready, I'd like to have my dishes already prepared. And since I'm having this crisp, I'm wondering if these little bowls would be better. And there's also plates, and then I'm thinking I'll get the mugs out. I'll put a few of these out for coffee and tea. And they really like Dave's apple juice. So I need those little glasses too, so I'm gonna go get them. I'm trying to think what else I need. I've got these dessert bowls, spoons. You can put cookies on there or fruit, tea or coffee, juice, napkins. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's all I can think of right now. I think everything is ready here. The table is all stretched out. The plates and stuff are ready for everybody. So now Dave and I can have supper, and then they'll be coming at 7. The party is over. All the chairs are here, everybody sat in them, they ate some food, we had a great discussion, and now I'm tired. It's been a great day.